Most people think it was solved. This discussion was solved a long time ago, and when they see something that conflicts with what they've been taught at school, cognitive dissonance kicks in. They want to fight it. They want to resist what they thought was true. Very similar to when they find out that Santa wasn't real. It could be in the hundreds of millions that are looking to flat Earth. So it's growing, at a rate where I think it's unstoppable now, quite personally. So are the conspiracy theories real? Yes. Is flat Earth a conspiracy theory? No way. It's conspiracy fact. A lot of people don't get into flat Earth because it's a conspiracy. Oh no, they don't look at conspiracies. So, this is just one of those crazy tinfoil hatters sending information. The other side, there are long-term conspiracy theorists. I've looked into most conspiracy theories. I see a lot of them that are ridiculous. I shut them down, don't even look at them. Other things spark my interest. This did spark my interest. Yeah, there's a resistance to look into this because people are afraid of conspiracies. It means a government is involved, or someone else is out to get you. Or I'm a moderator of one of the world's largest flat Earth and globe Earth discussion groups, actually called the official Flat Earth Globe Earth discussion group. There's 124,000 members in the group at the moment. It gets hostile. It gets very hostile. We have to delete people. I've had death threats on the top. People that threaten you violently because of this topic, and I find that quite disgusting. Actually, I'm just asking for answers from the scientific community. So is everyone, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be as hostile as it is. No way, at all.
All that we have accomplished in space, all that we may accomplish in days and years to come, we stand ready to share for the benefit of all mankind.
Looking at the space agencies differently now, I think they've been manipulating a lot of information, for some reason. I don't know why. Is it to hide the shape of the Earth? Could be, I'm not sure. That's where I'm leading towards, There's something going on, And there's a lot of money with these space programs that, like NASA gets $52 million a day, US dollars. That money could be redirected into marine or, so many different things here on Earth. And that's what I'm sort of waking up to NASA. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Where's the money going? People expected to have the answers already. And, we have got the equipment, we've got the technology now. 20 years ago, digital zoom cameras of our current capability weren't around. You've got the Nikon, which is an 83 times zoom. So people are buying, just normal people are buying this equipment, going to the waters and seeing distances beyond what they should be seeing. And that sparked a big resurgence. YouTube, social media, and just the sheer number of people, have this ability to communicate and share as we do now. I personally think even memes have self-explain a scientific method so easily these days that people get it. You see a meme and you just see that within 5 seconds and you've got it. I'm trying to set up a Flat Earth conference for next year, and the reason being because there's so many flat earthers, just even personally, that I have, people have connected with me looking at this topic, and very broad as well. Like, I've got a friend who's a pilot, and he laughed at me when I showed him flat Earth. He's a flat earther now. I've got a friend who's a Commonwealth of Australia scientist, 41 years. I'm not going to say his name. 41 year with the Commonwealth of Australia. He laughed at me 2 years ago. Now he calls me every second week talking about this topic because it intrigues him. More and more people are going to wake up to this, and from all walks of life.
In my opinion, it cannot work. A flat Earth model just cannot work. I'm a pilot on an Airbus A320 here in Australia, and I've been flying for about 4 years now. The basis of my employment means that the flat Earth model can't work. Everything we use on the aircraft, the way we operate in the environment, just cannot work in a flat Earth model as opposed to a spherical Earth. Brie obviously does have a large basis around my skepticism of a flat Earth, just due to the fact that's what I do on a day-to-day basis, so it's the most evident version. But you know, it started many years ago when I was young. Like you see pictures from the space station or the Apollo program, and it's obviously a sphere, and just you know, operating day to day with technology. Well, the main one would probably be GPS. Like you use Google Maps on your iPhone, it shows you exactly where you are. Sure, going down the street, a flat Earth model works for that, but also in the general scheme of things, I can't know where I am on a GPS if it's a flat Earth. Orbits don't work, GPS doesn't work, weather systems don't work. There's a lot of things day to day that just don't work in a flat Earth model. The majority of times that I deal with flat earthers, they view us with some skepticism, because we're viewed somewhat as hiding something.
They said, well, in the airplane you could see it, but I can't see it. Yeah.
Due to, we're obviously in an operating environment that revolves around the idea of a flat Earth, so they view us with some skepticism, and the arguments that I get involved with are normally flight related. A good one they use, a good one that I use in counteracting with that is going Sydney to Johannesburg, for example, and a flat Earth model can't work. It's just such an enormous distance, but we do it on a day-to-day basis. Their other main argument that I seem to get involved with is the Antarctic icefall. I personally don't know how to disprove that, but it just makes no logical sense. I have had relatives go to Antarctica, I have seen pictures of Antarctica, it doesn't make sense. So that's the main arguments that I get into. The thing that annoys me the most is how it ignores a lot of scientific research and a lot of basic elements that we have come to establish as scientific fact.
The ancient Greeks actually had a number of really elegant, wonderful proofs that the Earth was a sphere.
I can understand where this comes from. I can understand why people can view it with skepticism. I get annoyed though when I try to not prove how wrong they are, but go, look, this is why I believe in the things that I believe, and I feel like I've got these grounded in reasonable scientific thought, and then I get an argument back that ignores all of that or brings emotion into it rather than scientific fact. It's probably my main annoyance with flat earthers. I wish that they could understand is that I am like them in that I don't hold all the answers, but I draw conclusions based off what I experience. I wish they could see from my viewpoint how things on an aircraft, for example, must work if it's a spherical Earth. And I just wish that they could see from my viewpoint how it all makes sense in that frame of reference. Probably my main one, yeah. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It's an interesting one because it has come back pretty strongly. I would have thought that once we've kind of broken the Earth's atmosphere and started to orbit other bodies, that it would actually kind of die off, and once we see how the Earth truly is, but it seems to have not done that. I would imagine that there's a lot more information out there now with the internet. Anyone can post anything with no actual backing. People are very good at forming arguments online or forming opinions that seem to be based on fact online, but there's no actual fact-checking process. So what I post tomorrow and what Joe Bloggs posts tomorrow can be viewed as equal arguments, when in reality they're not. So I can see probably that's why a contributing factor behind it, but I'm not entirely sure myself. Look, the flat Earth model, I understand why it's come around, but I don't believe in it in any form whatsoever. I don't think it can be a basis for any form of scientific viewpoint on this Earth.
I think the scientific community should step up to the game now because they've been hiding, and we just want them to come out and say, no, you're wrong. You're wrong about this. because we did this, so we can prove it this way. But they haven't done it, and that concerns me, as a matter of fact. It really does. Come and chat with me. My number's online. Look me up, and I'm happy to chat with anyone in a non-hostile manner, of course, because I'm sick of doing that. I don't, got no time for that anymore. Yeah.